Hi, I'm DM Fitzgerald. I'm the creator of the Mper adventure. I'd like to thank all of you that have liked and subscribed to give us a boost. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please consider it. We could definitely use the help to the site. And now, let's roll the tape.
When last we left our intrepid adventurers, the characters thank the mercenaries for their information, and they go into Stephen's hold and take a room at the inn. They decide they're going to rest. In the far north, Scalla wakes up in a cold brick room. The places in her arms and body where she was pierced by needles and hooks have turned gray and leprous looking. She hears a voice. Scalla, it croaks. I will be with you. Who are you? Scalla demands. The voice from the east. I hear everything you do. The voice gives a throaty laugh. Do you think you can go back to them? Do you think that you can go back to him? Back to Junico? Do you think he will have you? Now he'll have pretty Kareen. Scalla tries to block the voice out. No one wants ugly Scalla, says the voice. Scalla looks at the wounds on her body and shudders. But she still says, "Shut up!" The voice mocks her. No one came to save Scalla. Everybody got free, but Scalla. Everyone hates Scalla. Pretty Kareen will take her place. Everyone loves Kareen. Scalla, the whore mistress, the slaver, the cannibal. Nobody loves her. Shut up, says Scalla, and the room goes dark. In the morning, the party is discussing strategy. Mercy says that this looks like it might be the time to go, with the northern army distracted. The party agrees. They'll rest for the day and then leave in the middle of the night. Finn and Arashi go out to buy supplies for their trip. They find little for sale. They do notice that the sheesh are being cleared out of town. Order is already being restored. Arashi bumps into a man wearing priestly uniforms who pushes him out of the way and curses at him. Arashi asks Finn, does he know who that is? And the bard tells him that he's a priest of Chaldasea, but personally, Finn says he has his doubts about him. He says that he tried to marry Australia last time they were here in town, so it's a good idea that Australia isn't with them and is staying inside. In the room, Kareen tells Australia that she believes that she might be the last priestess of the Lady Chaldasea, and until the lady becomes stronger, her powers are going to be lessened. Australia says she's amazed that her friend doesn't have wizard powers anymore and now has the powers of a priestess. But if it makes Kareen happy, Australia says she's happy for her. Corinne says that she is much happier now that she sees the peace that lies with the Lady Chaldicea. Australia says that maybe that's what brought her mother, Morgan, to the lady. They continue to talk, and Corinne consoles her friend on the loss of her mother. Brock and Roscoe decide to go down to the inn's common room for a drink. They invite Brother Mercy, but Mercy says he wants to stay in the room. The two go down to the common room, and it's pretty full. Roscoe drinks a lot. Brock is amazed how much drink the talk can take and still be standing. After a while of drinking and watching the dancing girls, Roscoe slams down his mug and says that his love is much prettier and moves better than these dancers. He's going to go back to the room, he says. When they get back, Finn and Arashi have returned and warn Australia that Halastor the priest is still in town. If she wants to go outside, it might be best to wear a disguise. That night, the party decides to sneak out in the middle of the night. They're moving towards the battle line. Despite all he drank, Roscoe the Took seems to be very sober, thinks Brock. Brock hears a snapping of a twig, and before he can call an alarm, 3 arrows pierce his chest, and he goes down. Screaming comes from the mercenaries as they pull out of their ambush and attack.